Bar and Grill for the 2018 NFL Draft. Yes, we are the Sports Arena live here at Old School Bar and Grill, 1991 Main Street, beautiful downtown Sarasota. Man, this is probably the most wonderful time of the year, and I have to say good evening
to the most wonderful time
and there he is,
of the year.
Right on cue, my man, the great L. Bushman, handling it all, doing it all for us, my brother. Good evening to you. What is going on?
Good evening, good evening. Yes, you know what? It's great to be back here at Old School. We haven't been here since the Super Bowl.
We haven't.
I'm glad to be back. New name, new show. It is the NFL Draft. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I can't wait. I'm actually getting goosebumps. See if you can see the goosebumps rising right now on my arm. So we got about, what, 28 minutes till the draft starts. I can't wait. Hopefully Cleveland doesn't screw up the first pick.
Listen, time out. Slow your roll. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Sitting next to him is the newest member of the Sports Arena who has made an instant impact. He is the Southern Sizzling Settle. Chris Settle, we call him Chip. What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm getting excited right now. We got a lot of things happening. First round, second round, we're going to go through everything we can. Hopefully we get to all of it. Looking forward to a great draft.
We got round one tonight going down, but I got to introduce a very special guest. I've known this man for 9 years. He was kind and gracious and humble enough to drive all the way from Orlando. Ladies and gentlemen, Turning Point University has officially entered the Sports Arena. I got my man, Jake Turner, with us. Jake, it is so good to see you, brother. Can I just say thank you so much?
No, thank you. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad to be here. Hey, man, you know I would go to the ends of the earth for you.
I know, and I was going to say, man, this is phenomenal. Again, we are live here at Old School. We got about, like Great L. Bushman said, we probably got about 28, 27 minutes now.
About 27 right now.
Till the start of the draft. But gentlemen, I have got to ask you something. We have talked, and Jake, I want to start with you on this. We, the three of us at the Sports Arena, have talked so much about Cleveland having the number one and the number 4 pick. I have asked everybody from Jen Mueller of, the Seattle Seahawks and Seattle Mariners sideline reporter to Joe Everett, Fox Sports and me. I've talked to, Joe Everett of the NFL Draft Bible. I've talked to 2 gentlemen from Blitzalytics. Everybody I've talked to kept telling me the same thing. Cleveland with the number 1 pick is going to select Sam Darnold. I have to hear from my man, a decade of friendship. Who is Cleveland taking number 1?
Propose to him next there?
He's a green guy back here.
I don't think that'll work out.
Here's the great thing about John Dorsey, first off, is the guy, I love it how he never tells anybody who he's going to draft. Because last year, this came out of left field when he traded up to get Patrick Mahomes. He's going to do the exact same thing. There is so much talent to be waiting here. Look, I understand they got Sam Darnold, there's Josh Rosen, but you know what? They got 2 picks. So they could go get Saquon Barkley with the first pick. They could go get Bradley Chubb with the 4th pick. Or they could throw a wrench in the plans and get Baker Mayfield. Because this is one thing.
Do you really want to get Baker Mayfield, though?
To me, I would rather wait on that. I would be looking more Sam Darnold could drop down to there, or Josh Rosen could drop down to there. The bottom line is, though, is that this is a different front office. They got guys who are winners. Elliott Wolf, the son of the great Brown Wolf, is there. Alonzo Highsmith is there. They took scouts from the Kansas City Chiefs, brought them over to the Cleveland Browns and said, all right, let's use that success and get the Browns back on track. I think the Browns are going to have a good draft tonight. It's just going to be the one that nobody sees coming.
Jake, I'm glad that you said they have a new front office, they have a new identity. Going to the draft saying, you know what, we're not going to do what we always do and draft a quarterback in the first round, and then all of our hopes and dreams go, out the window for another 10 years. So get Barkley number 1, have Tyrod Taylor as your quarterback for a couple of years, and then get a quarterback at number 4. Or go get a guy later in the round, because you still have a guy that's actually going to be an associate quarterback with the weapons around him. You got Josh Gordon, you got Jarvis Landry, you got David Njoku, you got Carlos Hyde and Hugh Johnson, who you've just gotten in free agency. So you guys can get Barkley and have that perennial running back you've been looking for. And the sky's the limit for this team.
If they make that decision.
If they make that decision.
We've been talking about on the show now for weeks that but looking at the best players in this draft, Saquon Barkley looks like the type of talent that can transition and just make any offense a top offense, I think. His talent, the way he handles the football, he's got breakaway speed. He does a lot of things exceptional. So I hate to see Cleveland go quarterback at 1 when you can still get a guy at 4 and get a running back that's going to make a huge difference to your offense.
Look, your rushing attack was one of the worst in the league last year. Isaiah Crowell is gone now. Now you've got Duke Johnson. Duke Johnson's not going to be the main guy here.
Hey, he was a fantasy stud last year.
Right, he was okay. He was okay. He wasn't the best stud. Look at these numbers by Saquon Barkley. This is maddening. 18 touchdowns on the ground, 1,271 yards. He had 3 touchdowns in the air. He was terrific on the swinging pass. And you got Todd Haley. Now Todd Haley is coming from a high-flying Steelers offense. He's going to bring that with Hugh Jackson, who is like the quarterback whisperer pretty much. Give this team a chance to get Saquon Barkley. But you know what? It could change up things. But regardless, I just love that we are so in the dark right now. We have no idea. Like, this just came in for me. And, you know, I'm a big Packers fan, but the Green Bay Packers are looking to move up to get Alabama safety Mika Fitzpatrick.
Wow.
Now, we don't know that though.
Really
There's Marcus Davenport out there.
Yeah.
There's also the likes of Harold Landry, who is my guy. I absolutely love Harold Landry. I think that's the guy that we need because without Julius Peppers, the Packers have been struggling without that. And I love Nick Perry. I really do. But he is no good unless he has that glove with him.
All right, so let's talk about this because we're all pretty much in agreement that Saquon needs to go number 1. Should it actually happen and go to fruition, what then do the Giants do? Do what does another team, such as a Buffalo, or maybe another team, rise up to the occasion to go the number 2 spot, or do the Giants stick with their pick at 2 and either get either the heir apparent to Eli Manning, or do they get Bradley Chubb?
Let's say you stick with your number 2 pick, replace a guy that can go and fill slide like replace JPP, get Bradley Chubb, fortify that defense. You know, maybe still going to get later rounds, get wide receivers. You know, if they still stick at 2 and they decide to go with Barkley, you have Eli around for another couple of years if you have him as your running back because the running back core has been atrocious. I don't think they have a good running back since Tiki Barber from back in the day. So he's been a very long time.
You're giving too much left. You're giving too little credit to Ahmad Bradshaw and Brandon Jacobs back when they were actually pretty good.
Ahmad was good when he stayed healthy. But if the Giants stay the course, I honestly think they're going to stick with Bradley Chubb. You know what? The Browns can do whatever they want. Pick a quarterback at 1, screw it up at number 4. If you want to drop Barkley down to number 7 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I'll be happy with that too. Don't worry about it.
I don't see Saquon dropping all the way to 4, 7, although we did see a mock draft where that actually did happen. So Chip, let me ask you. I think you and I are kind of on the same page as far as someone trading up into that position to get the number 2 spot. If it happens, who's going to be that team that moves up, number 1, and then number 2, what hole do they fill?
I think the New York Giants, I heard earlier today driving over here that they're looking to trade down. They have multiple holes in a lot of areas. So I think with the Giants right now, you're holding the golden ticket. There are going to be a lot of people looking to move up, depending upon if the quarterback goes or if Saquon goes. There's going to be different opportunities. So I talked about a trade like this four shows ago, 4 weeks ago. The Buffalo Bills have this sort of draft currency to get up at 2 1s, 2 2s, and I think they have 2 3s as well. So I could see a trade with the Buffalo Bills coming up, and as I said before 4 weeks ago, I think if Josh Allen is on the board for the Giants, I think they take him if they come up to 2.
I don't know. What I'm seeing with that is you let JPP go to Tampa Bay, which, you know what? Great move for the Buccaneers to be able to secure him.
Even with his hamburger helper man, I'm all right with it.
What I'm saying to you is the Giants, the one thing they've been known for is having these stout defenses. They pay them a lot of money, and sometimes they actually turn out to be a solid top 10 defense. Now, it hasn't happened in the past. I mean, listen, you pay Eli Apple all this money, and where the hell's he been? You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying to you is that front four, that front front seven, excuse me. That's what's been missing. The days of Michael Strahan, the days of just that Super Bowl team that upset the Patriots, not once but twice. That defense was the reason Eli has 2 rings. When did the Giants get back to that? That's my
You know
question.
what, Eric? I'm actually kind of agreeing with Chip on this. I look at my previous picks of the draft. I'm actually throwing it out the window. Throwing it out the window.
There it goes.
Because the Bills have a lot of cards in their hand because they could go up and trade picks for the Giants at number 2, or they could trade with Denver and give them the 12th and 22nd pick. Because Denver, they may have signed Case Keenum, but I don't think Denver's in the right mind to draft a quarterback maybe anytime soon. And honestly, as a whole, I don't like this quarterback class. I think it's mediocre at best. I think you can get somebody else maybe later down the line. You got Case Keenum. Case Keenum, we saw what he could do in Minnesota. They brought him in Denver. He's got Marius Thomas. He's got Emmanuel Sanders. I think what the need for Denver is a running back. So I think Denver may trade back down, go back in the second round, get a running back. I think Buffalo can make a move to either the Giants or Denver and trade up to get a quarterback.
All right, 2 or the 5. I think they're both 2 pivotal spots in the draft, depending upon what happens.
All right, so then my next question, let's move to the number 3 slot. And what I'm asking you is quite simply this. We know, pretty much, I'm saying it's 99.9% that the New York Jets are going to select a quarterback. Let's stay in the realm that Saquon does actually go 1. And let's say that someone comes up to that number 2 spot to get their quarterback, be it a Josh Allen, be it a Baker Mayfield, be it a Sam Darnold. What did the Giants do? Because I remember hearing 2 weeks ago that the Jets were sold at the number 3 spot of pretty much securing Baker Mayfield. But now, that has changed. Because now Cleveland wants to throw their hat in the mix.
That's definitely a smokescreen.
That's a smokescreen?
I agree with the Giants. The Browns are going to make that dumb move. If they draft Baker Mayfield, that's a mistake. It's the dumbest move they would ever make in a draft besides Johnny Manziel. They would not draft this guy. I think the New York Jets are probably sold on Baker Mayfield. This guy has described to be a man athlete. Yeah, he wants to be Johnny Man. Be a New York Jets quarterback. I'm saying the Jets are sold on him. It's a smokescreen. If the Browns do that, if the Browns draft Baker Mayfield, all of Cleveland is going to be burned down. That whole city is going to be burned down. LeBron is going to have to actually go to LA to play the rest of the series with the team against Indiana. So I think it's smokescreen, but honestly, I think the New York Jets are sold on Baker. He's going to go to
Okay. All right. So then let's jump down then. I want to talk about a team that really no one's talking about, and that's the number 6 team, the Indianapolis Colts. There was talk of Andrew Luck. Do we know what his status is? Do we know where he's going to go? Do we know what he is?
Right now, Andrew Luck's throwing, I think, pillows right now, or some kind of soft.
I think that resembles a football.
Yeah, okay. Soft plus toy, maybe a tennis ball, something like that. Honestly, the Colts need a lot of help in every asset of their team. They can go offensive line, running back, they can go defense, they can go whatever. Honestly, I think they need an offensive guard to guard Jacoby Brissett. Because you can't have a guy that's quarterback on his back, 90% of the time. I think they need to go Quentin Nelson, draft him at that point.
Okay. Now, Chip, you actually, when we were doing our mock draft, you actually said Bradley Chubb was going to be the guy that Indy took with this pick, with the number 2 pick. Number 6.
Number 6.
So, how do you feel looking at the dynamic that is the Colts and everything that's transpired over the last few weeks? Are you still okay with Bradley Chubb going to Indianapolis?
I mean, if he's there, I think it's a great pick for them. The top half of our draft we did, 3 or 4 weeks ago, so a lot has transpired since we've looked at these picks and kind of how things are shaking off. So we'll have to see how that works, but I think in Indy he'd be a great fit for them.
All right. Gentlemen, let's take a break while they sing the national anthem. Absolutely.
So much better than the first.
Absolutely outstanding. Outstanding.
All right, go Falcons.
Great.
Thank you, everybody, at Facebook Live.
All right, we are back here live at Old School Bar and Grill, 1991 Main Street, beautiful downtown Sarasota for the 2018 Round 1 NFL Draft. Man, Eric Wilson, joined by the great Al Bushman, our man Chip, and of course joining us from Turning Point University, my good friend Jake Turner is with us. So, gentlemen, let's jump down to a few other before. We've got about, we're under 13 and a half minutes here before the start of Round 1 of the NFL Draft. So let's jump down to the 49ers, a very interesting team. Jimmy G, now they have not only their franchise quarterback, their guy of the future. So the question simply is this: who?
Breaking news. The Broncos are trying to move up.
Oh, there we go.
Second round, or second pick.
All right, so this
In the draft.
All right,
Breaking news.
all right. So let's forget about. We'll come back to the 49ers, but the Broncos attempting to get the number 2 pick. So does that mean that they are going to go after Saquon and Cleveland will in fact draft a quarterback?
Wow. Now, if that
like I said, I just threw my
I'm about to throw mine out the window too. I really am.
This is exactly what we needed, though, because John Elway is going to ruffle some feathers. This is exactly what he wants to do. He wants a quarterback. All right, he's pretty much saying right now, Case Keenum is a 2-year guy, but I want somebody that I can train with because I got Gary Kubiak, who's a terrific talent evaluator that is going to help me build up this team. So if it's not going to be Josh Rosen, if it's not going to be Baker Mayfield, it could be Josh Allen. You never know. Maybe Josh Allen, because here's something interesting. He was at the famous Idaho Potato Bowl when Josh Allen threw for 3 touchdowns at that point. Him and Kubiak were there. So this could be interesting going forward.
So you're saying that no matter who Cleveland takes, if the Broncos are successful in moving up from 5 to 2,
If they are successful.
in doing
Remember,
this.
this is lying season.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, since you want to put it out there.
Okay.
You are now the GM. You are now in the draft room with the Giants.
All right.
Okay? Denver's making their call to you. What are you going to accept as a viable trade offer for that number 2 spot?
That's tough.
Give me your, well, first off, give me some players. Give me some players, give me some
names.
later draft picks. Oh boy.
Give me some names.
Give me Demaryius Thomas if you can. I mean, I know that he's been kind of drop ball syndrome right now, but I mean, he's actually a pretty solid receiver, and there are guys out there that they truly need as a receiver. So if you're going to do this, you got to get a player, and you got to get some later draft round picks. I'm talking 6th, 7th, or even just go for the 4th round, because this is a big move. This isn't like the Bears.
Everything about the draft.
Oh yeah. If Denver pulls this off, I got to see first off what Denver is offering on the table,
Right.
to be able to acquire this. Now, let me throw a bold prediction, wild case scenario out there.
This is your first one, by the way.
I know. What if?
Eric's not a big trade guy, and I'm like that. No trades.
What if the Giants say, we'll give you Odell Beckham Jr.?
Oh, no.
Never happened.
Absolutely not.
Never happened.
No.
If Denver comes calling and says that's what we want, listen, you got what? Emmanuel Sanders and
You really want John Elway to deal with those?
John Elway wouldn't deal with that.
Elway did not want those kind of guys as his receivers. That's why he had guys like Rod Smith and Mark Jackson. You can't take a guy like that and McCaffrey, substitute style guys.
Okay.
All right.
I think it's good. If you're the Giants, you're looking to fill. Obviously, you need a quarterback, you need more O-line, you need a running back, you need an edge rusher, and you need a wide receiver. There you go. So who on Denver do we know that they could be giving up? Now, I don't think anybody O-line.
No, I don't think if they are going to go number 2, they're not going to go get Quentin Nelson. I think they're going to look at more like Mike McGleachy, offensive tackle out of Notre Dame, absolute beast. Actually, I remember the Harold Landry McGleachy battles, and they were absolutely crazy, but McGleachy really held his own against Landry's blitz.
All right, well, we will find out as we are under the 10-minute mark for the 2018 NFL Draft. We are here live at Old School Bar and Grill. We are the Sports Arena. So, all right, let's continue on because I want to kind of get down through this list before the draft starts. But really quick, I want to go back to San Francisco. They have their quarterback. What's the biggest need right now for the San Francisco 49ers, and who they pick with the number 9 pick in the draft?
I like linebacker. I think either linebacker or defensive backfield. I know right now Reuben Foster's having some issues. We don't know if he's going to be with the team. I don't know if he's going to be there. I mean, it sounds like it's Sheila Canton. I know, I saw that today. So if she is there, then great. I think if you see any of the safeties that are available, obviously John Lynch, that's a great pick for him. A lot of those guys, Mika Fitzpatrick, Derwin James.
I can see them go with Derwin James and Florida State. They do need a secondary, so.
I could see them going Marcus Davenport. I could see them going Tremaine Edwards out of Virginia Tech, and I can also see Derwin James.
That was my doctor.
They need a safety because guess who was gone? Eric Reed. Eric Reed is no longer a member of the 49ers, so you got to go out and get a safety. Okay, now Derwin James, Fitzpatrick.
All right. Well, since you're here, Jake, let's jump down to your Green Bay Packers.
All right.
Right now, I have them, and these two gentlemen differed with me when we did this pick. I said Green Bay should pick up Minka. If Minka is available at that spot, I think he needs to be the guy that the Packers pick up.
It just depends on where the pick is. Okay, that's one thing. By the way, I just wanted to give a brief shout out here. Good friend of mine, Brendan Osucha, joining us here on the Sports Arena. So what's up, my man? Miss ya. He's in Green Bay. So
there you go.
Wilson, by the way.
What's up, buddy?
All right. Anyway, with the Packers, if they are going to trade up, yeah, you got to get Mika Fitzpatrick. I watched him against Georgia. He was an absolute dominating machine. The deep ball is a little bit of a question mark, but I think he would be a really good addition because then you would have the roll-time safeties. You would have Glenn Dix and Mika Fitzpatrick. If Brian Gutekunst truly wants to do this, make the move. Otherwise, there's going to be Marcus Davenport, Harold Landry, Tremaine Edwards. But focus on defense. That's what they need. Mike Pettin is a 3-4 defensive guy. This is what they need. So
I was going to say, I was going to ask you a question. Sure. I went through our original mock, and I know Eric is going to lead into this. I said last year, after the tackle situation, Aaron Rodgers injured, gone.
Yes.
I mean, Bulaga, a lot of those guys, I think are coming up to their free agent year, and they're both starting to get well seasoned. If you've got the top tackle, and you need to protect your best weapon, which is Aaron Rodgers, your team is totally different when he's not obviously on the field. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Well, the thing is with what Green Bay does so well that I really like is that they get those offensive linemen later in the draft. They get the guys that nobody knows about. David Bakhtiari was an absolute no-shit. Nobody knew who the heck he was. He came out of Colorado. He's actually turned out to be the second best offensive tackle in the National Football League. So now the Packers aren't going to go get offense to start out. They need defense. This is what Mike Pettin wants to do. Especially when you got a guy who is, in his terms, Mike Pettin has never had a defense below number 10.
All right, let me jump down here. We got about less than 5 minutes here. Actually, we're about 5:45 left. So I want to jump down to a decision that the three of us made. And Jake, I want to get your opinion.
All right.
With the LA Chargers, Great L. Bushman, Chip, myself, we all said the guy.
You'll see you later.
We all said the Chargers should go after Deron Payne. Give me your assessment of that.
Not if the Redskins get him. I mean, the Redskins want Payne, they want Jonathan Allen in that defensive line. That's exactly what they're looking for right now. But if they can get him, that would be huge. But I think the problem with LA is, man, they are so talented. But they lost Corey Toomer to free agency with the 49ers. So they might actually pull a wild card and get a linebacker. There's John Dorsey.
We are less than 5 minutes for the 2018 NFL Draft. And look at the Jets. The Jets look calm. See that right there? Looking at the Jets, that says to me the Jets, they already got their guy. No matter what happens. happens, their guy's going to be available at 3, and I think they're going to go with Baker Mayfield.
Do you realize all the tension in the Browns are over right now? Is if we screw this up, we're all gone next year. And you, I mean,
You don't have a job.
you honestly have pink slips ready to go for that whole squad in the war room.
Is Vontae Mack in the draft? I just want to make sure. Is he in there? Brian Drew, the quarterback?
Vontae Mack, no matter what.
All right, gentlemen,
This is a Kevin Costner moment, so we'll see what
We've got
I'm
about-
excited. I'm really excited.
we got about 4:15 on the clock. Let's talk about another team.
All right.
Seattle Seahawks. We know the Legion of Boom has pretty much been, they're decimated, they're gone.
Yeah.
Richard Sherman jumped to the 49ers. A bunch of other guys just simply are like, okay, well, our team is pretty much, the band is not together, they're dismantled. Who does Cleveland pick up, who does Seattle pick up in order to make themselves relevant in this division again? Because right now, you're looking at a 2-horse race between the 49ers and the LA Rams. What does Seattle do in this draft?
I think you got to fortify that secondary. If you're trying to make a Legion of Boom part 2 or 2.0, you've got to have a secondary. So I'm either saying either Josh Jackson or I'm going to go with Denzel Ward from Ohio State. So either one of those guys can fill the void of Richard Sherman being gone going to San Francisco. So I would see them going secondary on this one.
Yeah, Denzel Ward would be a huge move for that.
Yeah, if he's
15 passes he broke up. And I remember that Big Ten championship with Wisconsin. Denzel Ward was an absolute shutdown machine. It was like Darrell Revis Jr. It was scary. But yeah, Seattle definitely needs this. But what has been Seattle's biggest flaw? Their offensive line.
Amen.
So if you're going against somebody, take a chance, get McGlinchey, or go out and get Colton Miller if you want to look at it, even though he's had some issues. But I think what's going to happen here, don't be a bit surprised if the trade does happen, because Earl Thomas's name has been shouted around a little bit. So they could make a trade with Dallas and get an opportunity, because Dallas, I believe, is at number 19, so they would drop one pick down and get Earl Thomas there. Because also one other thing you need to know, Chris Richard, the defensive coordinator, is now the new secondaries coach for the Dallas Cowboys, so that could be a possible reunion there.
All right, we got 2 minutes left, so I have to ask this last question, and then we are going to break while the draft gets started. This is my last question for right now.
Okay.
Does Lamar Jackson go in the first round? And if he does go in the first round, what team does he go to?
Arizona. New England would also be a good one. You can also say the Saints would be a good one too, because the Saints might be interested. Sean Payton likes them a lot. But it's Arizona. It's got to be Arizona. Sam Bradford's untrustworthy. He's the bank robber of the NFL. He always has been. If he's there, he's so talented. And Arizona's not ready to win yet.
I would love a combination.
Look what we got going on
Hang on a
here.
second.
I would love a combination of him and David Johnson, and then, you know what, Larry Fitzgerald.
Love it.
If they have a Lamar Jackson quarterback. So that can you even talk out of that
Calm
thing?
down over there. What's wrong?
He's ready for Infinity War.
Yes, he is.
That's okay.
Nobody can hear you.
Great film. Love that movie. Can't wait
Next
for it.
30 seconds.
That was cool.
I told you I was going to get plugged in. All right, we got 30 seconds left. That's going to do it for our NFL pre-show. We are going to come back here in just a moment and start with the NFL draft. We're going to give you real-time reaction as far as what Cleveland, New York, the Jets, and everybody else is going to do. For Chip, the great Al Bushman, our man Jake, this is Eric Wilson. We're going to take a real quick break. That is going to do it for our pre-show here live at Old School Bar and Grill. We'll be back in just a moment.
All right, good start.
I'm gonna be a